The 6'11" center for Minnesota against a 7-footer Jason Smith, and Pekovic wins the tip. Hornets and Timberwolves for the final time, and of course the Hornets possessing the #1 draft pick of the Timberwolves, so a win here serves two purposes.
Certainly does. The win is the best purpose, but getting that draft pick is a real close second.
It's a heck of a summer purpose.
Yes, it is.
Gordon got the first rebound after the initial miss, so the Hornets have a chance to score first. Here's Vasquez working against J.J. Barea. That's 6'6" against 5'11" at the point. Gordon's fall away as an air ball, rebounded by who else? Kevin Love. Long up court feed, and that one's knocked away as Martell Webster tried to lay it in transition. Here's Ariza over Johnson, and another air ball. 2 in a row by the Hornets. What a play by Jason Smith as he knocked it off of Minnesota to save the Hornet possession.
Well, we saw Jason Smith go running out of bounds last night. I think he hurt himself just a bit. This time he runs out of bounds, makes a great play, and doesn't get hurt at all. So that's good to see. But what an effort on his part.
So the Hornets get it back. Now 10 to shoot. We're looking for our first points of the game, and it won't come on this possession. Offensive foul on Vasquez.
You can't push off with that free arm. Certainly not to that extent where everybody can see it.
Did so against Barea. That's Jose Juan Barea. He prefers JJ. Of course, he got a championship ring with Dallas last year. Here's Love with a jump right hook for the first points tonight.
He Love hooked, but he hooked below the waist. You don't get caught when you do it like that.
So 2 hooks on that play, you said?
Well, one hook got seen, the other hook didn't.
Here's Vasquez. Ariza finds Smith. We're tied at 2. Fans can take a seat.
Well, nice ball movement. And again, this is a club, Minnesota's been giving up a lot of points, and so the Hornets should be able to run their offense, particularly now that they have Gordon, much more effectively.
Barea for 3. That's around and out. Tap by Pekovic over the back of Kaman. They're still battling deep underneath, and Kaman finally tears away the rebound.
And you hope Kaman gets on the boards early. He was 0 for 10.
Who's going to stop Gordon? Nobody on San Antonio could last night. He scored more than any Hornet has in a game this season, 31.
So it makes him such a threat, and when you try to worry about stopping him, it frees other people.
This is Barea pick and roll with Love. Patiently bounces that one off glass and in.
Well, that's just a play that lets you know he understands space, distance, and timing.
He's not a scientist. Here's Gordon, middle of the lane, follows it up. No! 2 misses on that possession, but the Hornets get the tap in or the putback by Smith.
You know, sometimes whenever you elevate your game enough in basketball, it can be close to science.
Here is Pekovic, rejected by Kaman. Vasquez, 1 on 3. And the rebound belongs to Webster.
And Eric Gordon has pointed to his back, says he's having some problems with his back. He's asking to come out.
And a timeout for the New Orleans Hornets. Uh-oh. Didn't need to see this. Gordon wincing in pain and grabbing the small of his back.
But the pain look on his face, he really says more than the pain in his back.
John Isham, head athletic trainer, attending to Gordon as the Hornets took a 20-second timeout to see if he can shake it off. Doesn't look like it's going to go away anytime soon, though.
Well, this is the last bucket as he changes direction to get to the basket. When he comes down and lands on his left foot, I'm trying to think that must have been what did it. I didn't see him get hit.
Gordon walking uneasily as he heads for a seat on the bench or a seat in front of the bench or next to the bench. And you can tell the pain on his face right now. The play about to resume, and coming in for Gordon is Marco Bellinelli. And any of you at home who've had lower back pain, you know how difficult it was for him just to stand up there. So Bellinelli is in. Victor will have a report on Gordon when it becomes available. Here's Kamen with a jump right hook, and he banks it in.
That's really good to see because, you know, he had a tough game against these guys. It's important for him to get on the boards.
Wow. Crowd got quiet in a hurry here. Here is Johnson. No. Misses the three. Long rebound, and Kamen runs into Ariza. It'll be Minnesota ball. Here's where Gordon got hurt, Gil.
On the putback attempt. You had Love over his back, and it didn't look to be too much, but to tweak the back, it doesn't take too much. Just to turn in the wrong direction, it can happen.
First time it happened to me, the doctor told me it doesn't have to be anything major, doesn't have to be dramatic. Another block by Kamen, his third of the quarter. Here comes Bellinelli in transition.
Great pass.
It's off of Smith into the hands of Ariza, who cannot finish the fast break.
That was supposed to be a basket.
Johnson into Webster, got out of the corner for two, no, and Smith has the rebound. The doctor told me you can hurt your back picking up a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be anything that you're hit or you fall. Scary.
I heard mine saying the prayer. I'm not going to tell you what I was praying for.
Okay.
Maybe that's what the problem was.
Ariza drains the jumper, and the Hornets go up 3. 4 of the 5 Hornets have scored. Only Vasquez has not. Love, look at the deep three. If any big man can hit it, it's him, but he doesn't there. Loose ball foul on New Orleans, and another look at what happened to Eric Gordon.
See if there's more contact than we saw in the first look.
Foul on Hornets. Chris Kamen is first.
Didn't see very much. It was still above, you know, around the shoulders. Nothing seemed to happen to the back. But again, when you twist your back, it doesn't have to be because, as the doctor told you, of anything anybody else does.
Right. It might have just been the way he landed after the second follow. And there's Love again. And you know, Kevin Love's pretty good. He's got 9 already.
Oh, that pass was outstanding. I could have scored with that pass.
Wow. Berea's got 2 down.
Wow.
Here's Bellinelli. Kevin Love has been the only Timberwolf to score so far. And Jason Smith is doing his best to keep up with the All-Star. He has 6.
Well, if Love is the only one going to score, they're not going to win. I'll predict that. Let me predict that.
All right. The Oracle to my right. It's a skip pass, and Love grabs, feeds Webster now to Berea. Misses the baseline jumper, out of bounds off Minnesota. And time for our Oxner and active list now. Oxner healthcare with peace of mind. Of course, Rubio had the knee surgery, injured on the 9th. Rittenauer also out, in Emeka Okafor missing his 27th consecutive ball game. As Kamen has come to play tonight, he has 4 points and 3 blocks already.
Well, in the 87-80 loss by the Hornets, Kamen was 0 for 10, and Landry 1 of 8 off the bench. They combined for 5 points and 3 of 20 shooting. So I don't think the two of them are going to have a night like that.
That's a good prediction.
And the Hornets only lost by 7. See, Bob, it's only because they lost by 7 that I brought this up.
Pekovic finishes with the left hand. Well, when Pekovic had such a huge game against New Orleans, you just have to watch that tape, and the competitive nature will have you go after more of what he offers. That's a tie-up between Love and Smith, who thought he had rebounding position. Well, the Hornets lead by 3, but that's not the story here. Halfway through the first quarter, Eric Gordon has come out of the ball game with some type of back pain. We'll wait for an update on the Hornets' leading scorer in a moment.